Alright, so I'm just going to jump in this video and just say that the car did blow a head gasket from the title of the video. If I'm going to have the title, I'm just going to cut to it right away.
Head gasket's blown.
Yeah, it's blown. So I don't know if you guys watched the last video or the video of us pretty much putting this motor together. But in the video we did like measure it, and one of the heads was like, we were 1/1000th off in one spot. Didn't really think much of it. Car drove fine for a while. I only drove it a couple times throughout the week because I've been gone for a while. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys would have seen that I broke my foot. It still broke. I still shouldn't be on it. I'm limping around, but gotta do what I gotta do. But yeah, it was off. Didn't think much of it. It ran fine. The couple times I drove it. Decided to try and drive it to my dad's to go visit him. The highway right there is an uphill battle. So what ended up happening, it was just uphill. So just putting a lot of strain on it. And yeah, there she blows. So I'm gonna have to pull the motor, not pull the motor, but I'm gonna have to pull the head off, take everything off, which honestly, it's not a big deal because I had to redo the timing anyways. The timing chain was slapping, so the tensioner was probably loose. We're about to see what happens. I'm gonna start draining it right now. I'm gonna start pulling the head off right now. All right, so what's gonna happen right now is I'm going to get it to top dead center. For the timing, really, I don't need to because I'm gonna be pulling the head off. So regardless, I'm gonna have to redo timing on the cams and whatnot anyways, but for this purpose, the reason why I'm doing it right now is so when I take the distributor cap off, I can mark where the rotor needs to be. That way when I do get timing set on the motor, it'll be much easier to put the distributor back in at TDC. And I'm gonna have to drain all the fluids out, so bug. Drain the oil that's mixed with coolant. Oh, it's doo-doo. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys right here in a second the oil. All right, let's take a look at this fucking shit. Oh, dude. It's runny. It's not even like oily. All right. In case you can't really tell, so it's a blown head gasket. And in the oil, I mean, it's pretty watery. But just in case you guys can't tell, let's just pull the spark plug out. Oh, you know what? Let's not pull that one. Let's pull this one. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, look at that. That's no bueno. I'm not trying to waste a whole lot of time. I'm really trying to get this off before the night, so I'm gonna just set my camera down. But essentially, you guys have seen me take all this stuff off before. I'm doing pretty much the same way I've done it already. And I'll just kind of keep you guys updated on any other gnarly stuff that's going on. Well, we know it's for sure a head gasket because cylinder 1, 2, and 3 are filled with fluids. 4 is dry, so it blew up front here. So that's kind of what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Anyways, I'm gonna set it top dead center, come on the compression stroke. So now all of them out, I'm gonna put one of these plugs back in cylinder 1 like this. Crank it, or turn it over until it boop pops out. And once it pops out, I know that I'm on the compression stroke. I'm gonna get it to TDC. Take off the distributor cap, mark it, take the distributor out, and then start tearing everything out, and so on so forth. Again, the only reason why I'm doing it like this is so when I have this cap off and I take a Sharpie or marker or whatever I use to mark it, I know exactly where the rotor needs to be for top dead center when the motor is set to top dead center. That way timing's going to be way easier this time around. All right, yeah, super glad I'm not really filming a whole lot with my camera because my hands are super dirty. And I'm going really slow because I'm supposed to stay off my foot because, my toe's broken. Anyways, I'm not entirely too sure how I'm supposed to get a head off. I think I actually got to take the entire timing assembly off. I mean, regardless, I'm going to have to take it off anyways because for some reason the chain was rattling. So, like, the blessing in disguise here is that I was going to have to tear the motor apart again anyways. So, but now we have a bigger issue, so, and that's on the way there. So, whoopee. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break right now. I'm really hungry and my foot's just hurting.
I'll get back at it though.
Not now, obviously, because I waited too long. Actually, I didn't wait too long. What actually ended up happening was a friend of mine that I met online, named Jake, came by and picked up a head for me. He's like, fuck it, I've been in your situation before. I'm going to just get you this head. It's super cheap. Here you go. Make do with it. So I'm going to check it out. I'm also going to paint my valve cover gasket. That's also why I started this clip on that. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of the plan. This looks like it's going to have to get machined. I don't know how well it is on camera. It's not too well, but you can kind of see that it's pretty cooked. So I'm not taking chances this time. I'm going to wait till I can get it to a machine shop somehow, some way. I'm going to try and sell that bumper I have for it, the blue one you guys seen. So if anybody wants an S15 Spec R front bumper, let me know. And then continue the rest of this video tomorrow. I'm at least going to get that head pulled off before I end this video. And then after I take a look inside the motor, see what's going on, then on the video. And then I'll make a video on doing a head gasket on these cars and putting it back together again. So it is actually the day after the next, because yesterday it decided to rain all day, and in the previous clips my car was over there, but we pushed it over here because weather and all, we didn't know. But anyways, so today I'm gonna get the head off, and then I'm gonna have to wait afterwards because I have to go get the other head machined. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna get these cam caps off, kind of a way, if you have to do any of this, the way you kind of want to, the way you do want to do it, start from front to back, work your way to the center. Yeah, that's that. And then the sprockets here, I want to actually pull these cam gears off first, get this chain off, and then do the cams. And then you're gonna do this, and then take this chain off, and just put it to the side. Make sure you have zip ties. I gotta go find zip ties. That way it doesn't fall in. For me, it's not a big deal because I don't know if I'm going to have to tear all this out yet. But anyways, I got to figure stuff out. With these tensioners, you want to push them back. I have these little hooks. I didn't even realize how low or how out of focus I was. But right here, you got these little hooks. Push these back, and that will just kind of like hold it for you. That way this, thing doesn't just shoot out when you pull these off. Same with down there. So I'll just get like a little crowbar or something, pry bar or whatever, and kind of get it back. Same with the one in there. Might be a little more trickier with this thing in the way, but yeah, I'm gonna start getting all this stuff taken care of right now. Alright, so I gotta find a good spot for my camera, but ooh, you know what, right here might be good. But yeah, making a mess. That's probably not a good spot. My intake's in the way. Alright, here we go. That's the best spot I'll have my camera. The head should just come off, I don't know. I got 1 foot, so That's a lot of coolant. Oh boy. I got one fucking Jesus. So I'm gonna have to look at pictures of when we were putting this in, but all these jackets right here are clogged up again. Now, this is what happened to the last motor when we pulled it apart. These were caked like this, just like this, except back here. When I pulled my spark plug wires, 1, 2, and 3 were covered in oil and coolant. This one was dry. I'm really confused. I mean, I can kind of see where it blew. There's a couple marks here. I mean, even just that much. It's a big no-no. But I don't know why I did that. I don't know why the last motor was like that. I don't know why this one was like that. I'm really confused. I don't know, man. But you can see inside we have coolant. Oh boy. Yummy. These are clogged up. These have. Oh, I mean, but those are flowing. That's how we know that, though. Those are flowing. And then oil. That's the oil port right there. That's the dowel pin for the head. Those are oil jacks. I'm really confused. I'm going to put the camera down, inspect this a little bit more, and then hopefully have an answer before I end this video. Pretty much what I found out is the head gasket blew, which we already knew. That rhymed. Anyways, so I might actually be having maybe not a bigger problem. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. But let me just kind of like show you guys exactly what's going on here. So bump the ISO up so you guys can actually see in there. So you see, yeah, there you go, scratches and stuff like that. It doesn't feel too bad. I mean, I don't know what I'm feeling for exactly, and the pistons themselves don't move. Like, they have a little bit of play, but it's not like anything serious. They're not wiggling around in there. But I don't know. I don't know how serious this is. I don't know if it just needs to be rehoned. If it needs to be rehoned, I need to pull the motor and then pull everything apart. I don't know, man. I just don't want to have to do all that work again. But because of who I am, I'm probably going to and just get it done. And yeah, I hope it works. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for the head gasket and then wait to have some money to take it to the head to the machine shop and get it looked at. But as far as this go, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do more research on it. I'm gonna have to figure out if that's something that I can just leave and just put the head back on and put everything back together, or if I'm gonna have to pull the block out and redo that. So that's all up in the air. I don't know. But with everything being said, I'm gonna end the video here. There's not really much I can do without, the parts that I need. So I'm gonna push the car in the garage and it's gonna sit in here probably for, I don't know, a while. It's gonna suck. The other thing too, before I get out of here, is I probably have been sanding really, really down, which, I mean, I am. I know it's gonna be fixable, but it's kind of crappy. At the same time, it was my own decision. It was my own fault for letting this happen. So I mean, I could have kept the BMW, but I've always wanted one of these cars for a really long time, and yeah, I don't make a whole lot of money right now. I work a job, a crappy part-time job. Because these cars too are super expensive for, just drip tax. That's all it is. It's just stupid drip tax on these cars. They're not even worth what people ask them for half the time. But that's the market. So yeah, I saw an opportunity. I took it. I took the risk. It worked out for 65 miles. And and now we're back at square one. Also, it's also going to take a while to get done because with everything outside of work going on, like I really am trying to just work for myself. Like I just want a way to like not have to go to deal with somebody else's like business or whatever. It's why I like shooting video. Like when I go shoot video for myself and talk to people and meet people, I always have a great time. And I also, working for myself is great because I meet a lot of cool people. I've met a lot of friends that way too. And with that, I have to spend a lot of money out of my own pocket because of like the situations that I'm in, because it's really hard to do this on your own. It is what it is. I'm still happy. I still have this car. I'm gonna get her fixed at some point, hopefully very soon, because I'm a very determined person. So yeah, but once I figure out my ride situation, I'll be able to bring the content that I've been wanting to bring, like with all the car stuff, the cinematic stuff, the drift documentary series things that I've been wanting to start, that I've done a video now. I think I've only done one, haven't I? I think so. Oh, everybody else I've been talking to is like out of state, like all up in Washington. I can't get to them unless we all meet up at like an SPR or Evergreen event or something like that, you know. But with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here and start figuring stuff out on this car before I make another video. So I will see you guys all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good rest of the week. Okay, bye.